Students at the University of Iowa come from all around the world. More than 3,000 international students are enrolled as undergraduates, and their global perspective encourages all students and alumni to examine worldwide issues and join the fight for human rights.
So Iowans are very globally minded, very globally engaged, and what happens overseas, whether it's a security issue or any other type of issue, we should all really care about it.
More than 30 student organizations are internationally engaged, and several teamed together this year to sponsor Human Rights Week. Kira Say, founder of Students Abolishing Slavery, coordinated the events for Human Rights Week to remind people of the ongoing battle against continued modern-day slavery.
When we say modern-day slavery, I'm talking about child soldiers, right? I'm talking about domestic servitude. I'm talking about a lot of the people that are out there creating our clothes, making our clothes, being forced to work in a sweatshop. I'm talking about child prostitution. I'm talking about prostitution in general. And so there's this huge realm, this huge umbrella called modern day slavery, and there's so much that lies underneath it where people are enslaved. And my organization tries to spread awareness about those issues.
Human Rights Week launched with a candlelight vigil and ended with a passionate evening of poetry.
The issue of human rights is something that affects us all, and that we're interconnected. So that's one of the reasons why I wanted to speak at this event, is show that, hey, I'm someone here who had a direct family member who was tortured, and having these sort of personal accounts, I think, can change perspectives and make people realize that even here in Iowa, human rights do matter.
With no representation, he was sentenced to life in concentration for dissension. No dimension of due process, no mention in the papers, just mock execution, electrocution, and seclusion. Growing up, my dad had dentures for an abundance of missing teeth. With reluctance, he once pulled me aside and revealed what he hid for years deep underneath.
And he revealed to me how he was given a life sentence in 1974 and tortured until the revolution of 1979.
And I keep going back to my mother, who was dealt this war. You see, her boyfriend Mohammed was detained in 1974, abruptly not around anymore. But she had the faith that one day the man she so adored would walk through that door and plant that kiss. And it went exactly down like that. And now I know what love is. Thank you.
With the United States, when we do simple things such as letter writing campaigns through programs like Amnesty International, we know for a fact they've released prisoners because of the pressure coming from United States citizens.
One such example is Roxana Saberi, an Iranian American who in 2009 was imprisoned in Iran for journalism, and has since visited the University of Iowa to tell her story and encourage the fight for human rights.
I'd like people to know that even though each of us just has one voice, that our voice can make a difference. Oftentimes we think, well, I'm just one person. What difference can I make? But I've seen in my case and many other cases that when people do get together and unite their voices, that they can make a difference. We don't have to try to change the world all at once, but there are people all around us who can use our help, and we can do that in very, very simple ways. Even that can make a difference.
If something doesn't really work well with you, or upsets your stomach, or you feel it in your gut like this is wrong, don't sit on it. Find out what you can do, and there's always something you can do. It may not be as big as you think, but it'll make a difference.
On the way to for this moment to be free.